How are we doing, Alex?
Very good, Buzz. You okay?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Not too bad at all. So for this week, we've got a film called American Fiction. Claude Jefferson is the director of this one, and it
Yeah.
stars Jeffrey Wright, who plays Monk. And essentially, you are watching Monk and his career in the writing industry in America, and his kind of anguish at the other writers and what have you, directors even in Hollywood for exaggerating the black community's kind of discrepancies in Hollywood. So we're going to roll a quick clip for you now to give you an idea of what the film's about, and then we'll jump right back in.
Excuse me, Ned, do you have any books by the writer Thelonious Ellison?
Yeah, this way. Here you go.
Right. Yeah. Wait a minute, why are these books here?
I'm not sure. I would imagine that this author, Ellison, is black.
That's me, Ellison.
Yeah.
He is me, and he and I are black.
Oh, bingo.
No bingo, Ned. These books have nothing to do with African American studies. They're just literature. The blackest thing about this one is the ink.
I don't decide what sections the books go in, and no one here does. That's how chain stores work.
Right. Ned, you don't make the rules.
I'm just gonna put them back after you leave.
Don't you dare, Ned. Do not you dare.
There we go. There we go. So that gives you a kind of idea of how Monk is in the film, that little clippy.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I thought this was quite an entertaining film. I don't know about you, Alex. I thought it was very
Absolutely.
funny to watch, and it's an interesting take on the writing community, in particular the African American writing community in America, and the kind of nonsense that the audience, the I guess you could say liberal audience, white liberal audience, wants from these black writers, and what they want is this kind of stupid, stereotypical, ghetto black kind of novels to come out so that they can read it and describe it as such things as like raw and
Yeah.
necessary and stuff. And Monk in the film just can't stand that. He can't stand that industry, and he wants to work against it because he wants to produce high quality fiction writing. But there's not really a market for that, so he creates this book which is meant to be satire, and sends it to the publisher. And to his surprise, it garners a lot of attention, doesn't it, Alex?
Absolutely.
But yeah, what did you think about
I mean,
the film, Alex,
to
and Monk's family life
to
as
it
well?
to its surprise and our fun, basically, because that's the humor where it comes from. This book that he's written as almost like a in your face type of style, is all of a sudden going, getting really well paid, and a film lined up in it, and all of this stuff by the publishers and the gatekeepers, let's call it that, enable these type of projects to come to life. And it's like he's just, that puts into question his role, his identity as an author, because he's like,
Yeah.
this wasn't supposed to come out. Obviously, he's under a pen name, so it's not his real name. But he's like, this isn't supposed to come out. How is this even getting through all the filters that he's been struggling all his life to pass through these gatekeepers and actually get a proper artistic work of fiction published? The conflicting thing is everywhere. There's conflict in that world of his. The agent himself is conflicted because he knows that this is not the quality he wants to put out, but when there's so much money on the table from an agent's point of view, he's like,
How can you
of
say
course we're going to
no?
publish it.
Yeah.
And then the nicest part, which I think was a smart way from the director to do, which is, by the way, is like a first-time director. This is his very first film. He's a writer, but called Jefferson, but he's first time directing. The nice thing to do is to just show the family side of Monk. So we follow him around through his family, and to nobody's surprise, this is a normal family with obviously issues, familial issues, like, the mom is getting sick and the money is running out and things like that. But there's none of the ghetto style that we're expecting, or like the film expects you to expect from his own personal life. And I like that
Yes.
fact, and I like the struggles
Yes.
that
Yeah.
family have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think there's a good contrast just to add to what you were saying then of his annoyance at the stereotype writing in Hollywood, and then the flip side of that is his own family, and as you say, it just showcases that black African Americans are that just have the same problems as the rest of the country. As you say, the mother falls ill and how they deal with that. There's death in the family. Monk's own brother is gay, and his father never knew that, and the father's distant in their upbringing as well, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you see that this is just showcasing a realistic black family, and that's a good
Yeah.
contrast, I think, to what
which
much
which
gets
has
angered
which
by,
has all
isn't
the
it?
issues. The family has all the issues as a typical family. It's nothing extraordinary or different just because they're African American. But one thing that is I looked online, and it seems to be the question around the structure of the film. So basically, and I'll put this question to you: the film is the comedic and biting satire parts of the film are when we're following his journey, let's call it that way, through the publishing world with this completely off, weird ghetto black type of book that is receiving so much attention. And we follow that, and at every single step when we're in this world is funny, is like comedy gold. And then when we flip onto the family side, is a bit more dramatic and a bit more grounded. Now, some people didn't like that approach. Some people wanted more to go down the route of continue with the satire and see where that goes. Some people wanted
Yeah.
to follow more of the family. Where are you, Baz? Did you enjoy how it is now, or did you wanted
Uh,
to see more of the one
yeah.
of the sides?
I think it was quite a good blend of both, to be truthfully honest with you. I think if they did any more of a satire, it would get a little bit tedious because it kind of reminded me of Don't Look Up, and I think that with Don't
Agreed.
Look Up,
Yes. Good shout. Yeah.
the satire in that was almost a little in your face and overdone. Like the jokes didn't they started to lose its effect because
Makes
the
sense.
whole film was just reporters and journalists talking about stupendous things that would never really leave. So I think in this one in American Fiction, the jokes from the white crowd about the black community were just kind of spot on, and it didn't feel like it was drawn out, and it was enough to laugh at every single one is what I'm trying to say. And but I actually enjoyed the family scenes too, and it is kind of trials and retributions, trying to fix his family almost together and fix himself. So no, I don't think I'd prefer to see one. I think it was a nice blend.
Yeah, to be honest, I agree, because it's, even if you keep going down the route of the satire, how long does it take until it turns ridiculous? Until you have to turn to the ridiculous in order to keep up the comedy. So
Exactly.
I think it was very well tempered with the grounded family issues that he has, and there's I know shape or form is tragic or any, but it's a bit more realistic compared to the completely bonkers publishing world and the people he has to deal with on this journey. But I mean, the acting is top notch. So this film got 5 Oscar nominations, including Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor for his brother, which is Sterling K. Brown, is the brother, the
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
And then adapted screenplay, because it's based on a book from 2001 called, I think, Erasure. So it's got all the right elements in it. It's dialogue heavy, which is again a heaven for actors, especially good actors. And every single one of them, I think, delivers. Don't you think?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I think even its publisher is it John Ortiz? I think
Ortiz,
his
yeah,
second name. Yeah, I think he was very good in it as well. There's like you say, it's quite dialogue heavy, and they get everything out on the table in terms of what's wrong with the industry, and but and you have that as well as what would you do in this situation if a lot of money was
on the
on the
table,
table,
yeah,
so to
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
even. But it's kind of like, do you want to sell your soul, or do you want to remain a true artist? Because those things don't really coexist together. It's either one or the other. So yeah, they all smashed it, man.
Just just another day in the publishing world. You want to sell your soul today, or would you wait for
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah.
So
Yeah, good
American
recommendation,
fiction,
this one.
indeed. American fiction is in cinemas at the moment. We'll put the full review, written review, on our website. And as always, until next week, Basil, I shall leave you in peace.
Yeah, take care, Alex. See you next week.
See you later. Bye, 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 bye.